Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back, as always. Grab yourself some tea. This is my big mug. Look how big it is. I love this mug. If you are new, welcome. It's Jess. And if you are old here, welcome back. How are you guys doing? I've been really just lackadaisical on the whole hair series thing, even though I was super excited in the beginning. And the only reason I've kind of fell back from it is because things have been like popping up, and I'm like, oh, I want to shoot this. Well, I want to shoot that. And I have totally, I guess, neglected the hair series. So, just to backtrack, there have been 3 so far that we have talked about. First one being back to the basics, where we cleaned out old stuff, old tools and things that we didn't need, replaced it with the proper tools. We talked about every main products that people need to have in their arsenal for their hair journey, just because you may have started but you may not have been progressing the way that you've seen yourself progressing. So we just went back to just start again and just make sure we dotted all our I's and crossed all of our T's. The second video that we discussed was protective styles, why maybe your protective styles aren't working. Like, you've been putting in weaves, you've been putting in braids, you've been putting on wigs, you've been trying to do all these things that people say are protective styles, but they haven't been working for you. So we kind of go back there and we see maybe where you may have been missing a couple things in regards to that. And then we talked about the number 1 hair growth rule, where we discussed length retention. So go back there, check those out. Those will all be up in the little eye. I don't even know where the eye appears. Is it here? Is it here? One of these areas, an eye will appear, and those will be the videos. There will also be linked down in the description box, so you guys can go back and check those out too once this video is over. Today we're going to talk about porosity and low porosity hair versus high porosity hair. There are a lot of other channels on YouTube that discuss your porosity of your hair, but you're here, so we'll talk about it. So when it comes down to hair porosity, what that means is when you take a strand of your hair, there are cuticles. If you look at it under a microscope, you will see little kind of, like, for lack of a better word, scales on your hair. It's when it's open. When it's open, things are able to get in and things are able to get out. So when you have hair that is high porosity hair, those are open. So that means moisture or whatever product you put on your hair can easily get inside your hair. The bad part is that it can also easily come out. So you may find yourself putting a ton of moisture on your hair and then it feels like you didn't. With normal porosity hair, it's just open, kind of. So, it goes in fine, but it takes, some time to come out normal. Low porosity hair is when it's shut down and it's tight. So it's really, really hard to get some stuff in. Once it's in, though, it stays in. Like, it's hard for it to come back out. So you may have a hard time moisturizing your hair, but once you get it moisturized, it can stay moisturized for a couple days. I have low porosity hair. So I know that struggle full well. So first of all, let's talk about how you find out what porosity you have. Take a strand of clean hair and you are going to, like, just shed hair. Don't yank it out your head, please. But just shed hair. And then you're going to get a bucket of water, not a bucket, but like a bowl of water. And then you're going to take a piece of shed hair out and then you're going to place it in that bucket. Why I keep saying bucket? You're going to place it in that bowl. So once you place it in the bowl, you're going to leave it for a day. Come back to it. You're going to notice your hair does one of 3 things. It's going to sink to the bottom. 1, if it sinks to the bottom, you have high porosity hair. That means that the water was just able to go straight through your hair and your hair just sunk down to the bottom. 2, it floats on top, which means that it was really hard for water to get into your hair, so pretty much just floated on top. That's what happened to me. I left my piece of hair in that bowl for days, and it just floated on top like nobody. Like, it didn't even look like it didn't go down. No, it stayed on top. My hair was like, nope, that's cute. What you trying to do? Then if you have hair that floats in the middle, you have normal porosity hair. I can't speak for other porosities, but I can speak for low porosity. And this is one thing that I've noticed is that when I moisturize my hair, it felt like a coating. Like my hair still, it was weird. It was like, it felt like dry, but slick. Like there was just a coating on my hair, but the actual texture of my hair still felt coarse. It didn't matter what I did, my hair just always felt dry. And you know, when I did things like deep condition, I had to always deep condition, but then like either put a lot of like caps and a towel and things over my head to kind of like create heat on my head if I didn't want to use my hooded dryer bonnet. That's when I knew that my hair was moisturized and not just coated. Then when I moisturized my hair, it felt moisturized all week. Like when I leave my twist in, I can leave them in all week. When I take them out, my hair feels just as soft, just as moisturized as the day I twisted it up. I found out I couldn't do cold rinses because my hair will naturally shut on its own. I don't have to shock it shut. My joint locks down like it just, what are you trying to do? Did you miss your opportunity? So I had to, you know, as soon as I get out, leave it, like do a warm rinse to leave it open, and then come straight in, you know, blot the excess water off, and then go straight in with whatever I'm using to moisturize my hair so that it could stay, so that I could get it in. And then it would naturally shut on its own. I didn't have to shock it. My hair naturally just shuts down. If you have high porosity hair, yes, you want to get your moisture in and then shock it shut, because you need to close it down for you to be able to hold that moisture in a little bit longer to your hair. Knowing your porosity and knowing what kind of hair you have helps you better understand the best ways to moisturize and to optimize your moisturizing and sealing experience. Because you may find that you're doing the right process and you're doing the right things, but it's not working out the right way for you. You got to tweak it. And that's the thing, is like always when you're working with your hair, is that there is always a better way to do it. So if you say, look, this isn't working for me, don't settle. Like if you're frustrated, or if you notice that something's happening consistently or something's a little off, figure it out. And then I promise you, once you find out what it is, like a light bulb is going to go off. It's like, oh, right. Okay, I remember somebody saying something about that. Like if I'm going to spend my money and time on a product, I'm going to make sure, I'm going to do what I can to make sure I get the best results I possibly can out of that product or out of that regimen, because that's what I'm doing. So I'm deep conditioning my hair, and I find out that, oh, this works better if I do it this way, I'm going to do it that way. And like, it's no need for me to try to force something to work, because you'll buy something and you say, man, this don't even work. People raved about this and it doesn't even work. Well, how did they use it? You know, like, what did they do to it to in that process? Because I can tell you that I use this product, but if I don't show you how I use this product and why I use this product and what this product does for me, for my specific hair type, then you'll go out and buy the product and it doesn't work for you. Know your hair type, know your hair porosity, and you will find how much it just revolutionizes your hair care process. So that's it. Yeah, I ain't really got much else to say about that. That was it as far as, you know, hair porosity and things like that. So I'm gonna add it to the hair care series. Once again, I'll put everything, all the other videos down in the description box. And these are just going to be like little videos just to kind of make sure that you checked everything off on your hair care process. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what kind of porosity hair you have and what things you figured out about your porosity and your moisturizing experience with your hair, or even some struggles that you've been having. Let me know. I'll be all over the internet. I am everywhere. I'm on Tumblr, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. I'm everywhere. Follow me. It's Jess Nicole. I'll put it right there. And I will see you guys in another video. Bye. That's why I'm so happy I have low porosity hair because I don't want to moisturize my hair every day. That's just not who I am. I don't have the energy for it. So God knew what he was doing when he blessed me with low porosity hair. He said, you ain't even really about this life for real, for real. Let me help you out.